Yeah, I said that SEO is not dead. It will never be dead. Most look at the marketing as an expense, but if you do the math correctly and it all works out, you're just printing money. It's kind of scary, but most companies who are making even millions or tens of millions per year or even more, they are bad at math. Well, I talked with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT said that you're working with this specific clients, so those who are like in IT security.
Today I'm happy to meet with Vytis Bareika, who is the founder of the digital agency Define Chase. And he's only one of the 5 Google certified marketing trainers in Baltics. He's also been running business since 12 by Minecraft and Counter-Strike servers, making money, and at the end overseeing 100 million budgets in media and generating, somewhere was written, over 200 million in client revenue, which is appropriate number. He is known for data-centric approach to the marketing. He helped the leading Lithuanian game publisher, Nord Current, to publish a couple of their hit games with millions of players. And in this episode, would like to dive deep in some of these approach methodologies, AI things, and honeymoon testing period for marketing. Would be really interesting. So welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I found out one of the first things about you about these computer games in the early steps into the business.
Yeah.
Are you still interested in computer games? Are you still playing something?
Yeah, for sure.
What are your games of choice right now?
So yesterday was actually playing Cyberpunk. I haven't finished it.
Cyberpunk?
Yeah, I haven't finished it yet, so I was playing it on my Steam Deck.
So why did you choose the marketing direction, not, for example, graphic designer, programmer, like some of guys do in the computer games?
Yeah, so actually, as I mentioned in my intro, I used to do Counter-Strike servers, Minecraft servers. There were like different modes and modifications I did. So like zombie games and modification that I used to do. So I would like change the colors of the UI, change how the shotgun is working and how far the zombie is being pushed after the shot. So, and I also had a paid membership. So for the paid membership, they would get like additional benefits, like VIP benefits, like more grenades, different skin tones, and
How are you running the memberships at the age of 12?
well, you were able to.
They send money to you somehow.
So it was the prepaid cards back then.
Okay.
Yeah, so for call services, and yeah, it was fun to see how you're advertising your servers, so to get more players, and also how you're adjusting the game itself, and the mods themselves to see how it helps you to basically get more money.
Yeah, so it's like the driving force there is to get in more people, right?
Yeah, more players, better user experience, everyone is enjoying, and also you're making money in the process.
Yeah, so you focused on that area. Okay, great. And then this episode of Nord Current, like I assume this is quite large company, right?
Yeah.
What is the story about that? How did you get in, and what were some of the key takeaways?
Yes, I actually studied public relationship, and that's a bit different from marketing, but there are some similarities. And after that, I went to marketing jobs. I used to work for one agency, then for a second agency, then for a third agency. So I worked in the agency space for a while. And it's when you're working for agencies, there's always like an idea: should I go in-house? Should I try working for a specific product for one company instead of like tens or 20 or 30 of different clients? So I got an offer from Norcurrent.
Oh, that was initially the client of the agency, right?
No. So they outreached me through LinkedIn and offered me to have a call. Yeah, and since I had experience with marketing for like, I don't know, like 7 or 8 years back then, before coming to Norcurrent, it was interesting for them to have a chat with me. my background was different, so they were in gaming and in publishing,
Yeah.
and I was working with like e-commerce, SaaS, B2B, fintech, and it's totally different words.
Yeah, different way also probably, right?
Yeah, totally, and the measurement is different, and
Yeah.
the technical stack, everything is totally different, and there's not a lot of people who are actually able to work with apps.
Yeah, there's even term app search optimization, right? ASYA.
ASO, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was very different, but I think my knowledge from other industries helped them a lot. I know that for sure because they use a traditional way that was very popular in the publishing space.
What is the traditional way?
So the traditional way is to buy as much installs as you can.
Buy installs?
Yeah, buy installs.
Like it's like how it works practically.
So you have your Google ads, you have your Meta ads, so Facebook, you have TikTok, you have other app networks, and your goal is to buy as much users as possible at the cheapest price as possible. And usually there's a saying I say is that you get what you ask for.
Oh, they are not valuable, yeah?
Yeah, so if you're asking for installs, you'll get installs. If you're asking for clicks, you'll get clicks. If you're asking for money, you'll get money. So that's how the algorithms works on the ad platforms. And you need to optimize on the goal that you actually want to achieve, because who cares about installs if they will leave the next day?
Yeah. So, but what is the better approach to do this?
It depends actually on the stage of the app.
Yeah.
So there's like 4 different stages. So first stage is a technical launch. So we're just testing, how the servers are working. Is it crashing? Is it not? Then you have the soft launch, so like small geo test. Then you have global launch, and then you have like the maturity stage. So it really depends on which stage you are. But usually in app world, they are buying instance constantly. It doesn't matter at what stage you are, and I think that's flawed.
Okay, but is there in any of the stages the app install buying like something that somebody should do, or?
Yeah, during the technical phase.
All right, it makes sense.
Yeah, you want to crash test your servers and see how they're working, and during the soft launch or global launch phase, you can also do that, because for example, for Meta has a honeymoon period. So imagine you're opening a new country, so like United States. It has zero data about your app. It doesn't know anything about you, and it doesn't know should it uplift you or downlift you.
But wait, before that, I heard, we launched actually a couple of our apps ourselves, like it was at least 5 years ago, but we got featured in the App Store around the secondary markets in Europe, App of the Day and things of that sort. And we discovered a lot of things. We can talk about that more, but also the like kind of geographic configurations matters. Like, at least from my experience, it was like that. It's not that easy to launch in another geographical location. There's probably like the right way and wrong way how to do it, right?
Yeah.
And how it combines with what you call this honeymoon period. Maybe you can explain it more.
Yeah, so when we're doing technical launch, we're usually trying to buy cheap traffic, so like from India or Indonesia, just to see how the servers are working. When we're doing like a soft launch, when the soft launch is there, you don't actually know if your game or app will succeed.
In what market? If you're running this from the game development from Lithuania,
Yeah.
What would be the kind of stages where you would go?
Yeah, so Lithuania as a market is very small. It's like more than 2 million people, and that's it. So usually it's not the best place.
Yeah.
So you're going to the bigger markets, but not the biggest ones. So when you have the soft launch, you're not sure if it's ready for a global launch. So you're like testing the metrics, how's the retention working, how's the return on ad spend, are the users progressing, what's the feedback. So you don't want to open up United States as an example.
What will happen if you launch directly in US first?
Well, you can get bad reviews, and that can make it worse for you when you're doing like a global launch after that. But also you might miss out on the honeymoon period, which is when you want to put most of the money there.
what is the difference on long-term like marketing efforts?
Yeah, so when doing soft launch, you usually pick some tier one countries, so like UK, Canada, Australia. You can also pick Singapore
English.
for reference, and for English, and then you're like measuring the results and everything. And when you're ready for the global launch, that's when you want to open all other countries or like the whole globe, and that's when you want to push the most of your budget. Because other countries like United States and other countries, they don't have data about your app because they were not opened up. Those countries were closed, so they have zero data about your app. And when you start putting a lot of money
On some keywords or what exactly?
like doing user acquisition, like on Google, on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, and everywhere. But mostly Meta has that honeymoon period because your app is fresh. And then it tries to find users during that month, like, and you have like a very big budget then, and it usually has golden cohorts, as we
By
say.
the way, I think there's not that many people who have this experience of working of 100 million budgets. But then, like, what means large budgets? Like, we can talk about this later. You're also specialized on app marketing campaigns as well, right? Not only games, but then let's say for the games and just apps. What should developers be aware of like how much it costs, like this technical, the soft launch, like what is the minimal amount of to make any difference, like to work with this?
Yeah, so there are some apps who are like launching with a couple of thousand per month, and
In what stage?
in any stage. Well,
Right.
well, it's probably like soft launch or global
But you
launch.
said that there is this period where you want to push the gas pedal, right?
Yeah, but I mean, not everyone has the money,
Yeah,
or
sure.
not everyone has like publishing deals or whatever. So.
But what would be the optimal, like to scale something, some app or game? Is it like completely different budgets, right? App and games, right?
Yeah.
Like,
So for games, during the soft launch, and the whole testing period, when trying to see, how the cohorts were working, how's the return on ad spend from Facebook, from Google, or from any other network, is to have at least like 10K, 20K spent
monthly, yeah.
monthly to see, if it makes sense. And when talking about global launches, so the biggest brands can be spending like 20 million, 50 million per month.
20 million per month.
Yeah, just for the user acquisition.
What would be like reasonable? So it's not the biggest ones, but what would be like a budget with which you could see like optimal growth, but not push too much.
Well, I always say to our clients that are working with us in my agency is to just see the results. So if the results are amazing, and you see that the retention is working, and especially before the testing phase, you saw that expectations are met. So you kind of you have the feeling, and based on the data, you can see that you might be profitable or you will be profitable, and then you just scale the budget as much as you can see. Well, the sky is the limit.
Sure, but isn't there some kind of minimal threshold where the like the Facebook ad agents and other agents prefer to prioritize some publishers or app developers that do have the budget versus those that don't have?
Not really. It's just more. So, how all AI platforms work is that the more data, the better the results. So the same goes with the optimization. So if you have more data, it helps them. But just to give you like the most basic example. So usually when like doing it very slowly. So for US as an example, you should be spending about 1K or 1.5K daily.
Daily.
Yeah, so that's like
Minimal.
that's not big.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we were spending when doing the launch like millions per day.
Okay, it was like, did you felt the responsibility, like some wrong decision and lost a lot of money?
So actually, the management team was mad at me because I was spending not enough.
Oh.
Yeah, so they were asking me to spend even more. And there's in marketing there's a point where you're getting like diminishing returns, and the more you're spending, nothing happens. You're not getting more sales.
Oh, wait. Those two are interesting. Also, metrics, as you said, data-driven would be interesting to hear.
Yeah.
Like, what is like the good retention? Let's say month. Well, after installation, like month for games and for apps. Like right now, like from the market.
I just want to highlight one key point is that so casual games, are those that you just open up and
Yeah,
while
sure.
you're in the toilet or wherever, and you just play and you just like drop them and then come back after a while. Mid-core games like RPG games are those that are like you build up the momentum, you like invest into
That's more
into your character, but it builds up over time. So for casual games, usually most advertisers are looking at day 7.
Day 7, yeah.
Yeah, day 7 or even day 3.
Okay, and what is day 7 and day 3 for these kind of apps, games?
Yeah, and just to I'll come back to that, but one thing that how then you can justify the marketing spend is you can see day 3 or day 7 cohorts. So you bought the user like on Monday, and you can see after 3 days how he progressed, and that helps you to identify how much you can spend, because you see how the progression is happening with those users you have bought.
Sure. I remember the times when we were using I think it's called Smart Look, ASYA.AI. What else? There was a sensor tower, but that was not integrated. There were lots of tools. No, what is the tools right now to integrate?
So AppN is now owned by Sensor Tower.
But there was some these there was also Mixpanel, but that is out,
Yeah, that is for analytics.
which is good for analytics for the games right now and apps.
So usually, if most companies, like smaller companies, start with just Firebase, so that's from Google, and usually that's it. So for smaller companies, and then they're like doing like Facebook SDK integrations, they're doing like TikTok SDK integrations, and they're like just doing a bunch of SDK integrations, which takes time from the development.
And integrations are important to send signal to
Yeah.
them. Without that, it is like putting money in the toilet, right?
Yeah, but it's also a problem because each SDK you need to implement takes time from the development, and then you have to update the app, and it's an issue basically, and all of the platforms usually are self-attributed, so they attribute the conversions to themselves. But maybe that conversion was influenced by Facebook, or that conversion was influenced by Snapchat. So what to do then?
Yeah, it's like a puzzle or entanglement. It's not that easy, right?
No, so that's why you have MMPs, so mobile measurement partners. So there's like AppsFlyer, Adjust, Kochava, Singular, which is one SDK instead of 5 or 10 or whatever, just one SDK. And it directly connects with Google Ads, with Meta, with TikTok, with AppLovin, Unity.
Cool.
It directly integrates. It captures all the cost data, all the conversion data, everything. And then it attributes who is actually,
So
Yeah.
they have analytics and stuff.
yeah.
Right, great.
Yeah.
You also mentioned about at some point diminishing returns, right?
Right.
So what is actually this margins of normally in these kind of marketing campaigns where you put in money to user acquisition, right? Like what is the like 5%, 20%? What?
So I couldn't tell all the margins,
Yeah.
it's a bit different, but what I can say is how long it takes to get the money back. So in gaming, especially with bigger companies, they are used to be waiting a year.
Year to just to rip on one user.
Yeah. So it takes them 1 year, and that's why they need a lot of cash, and yeah. So most of them are waiting a year, some are waiting even longer. But what I'm seeing from the talks I'm doing right now, so it's now everyone is trying to do like 6 months or something.
Yeah. Is it seem similar also with other apps, or it's even more difficult? It is more difficult with that apps.
No, it's usually it's either a year or something,
Yeah.
or some go to as extreme as 3 months and that's it.
But this is important to know because I think often, especially like startups, do not really realize these kind of thresholds. I think it's much more easier than that. Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Just to add on that, most marketers they want the return the same month or the same day, which then limits their growth. So that's one thing that you really need to understand because yeah, you're then not as competitive.
And then at some point you decided to start your own businesses, right?
Yeah.
So you have defined Chase, right?
Yeah, define Chase.
And it made just in 3 years $500,000 in revenue.
Yeah, it's now more than 1 million, but yeah.
Nice, nice. And like, how is your agency different from others?
Well, depends who you're comparing with, but I would say that the mobile marketing experience is a strong one.
I read that you're a data purist, looking always at want to get as much as unbiased raw data. Like, maybe you can share some experience, maybe even outside of the games, where you like your efforts help to grow something.
In terms of measurement,
I mean, like an actual use case, some like productivity app or some other apps. Like, I assume you work globally with different apps, right? Like, what is the way how you like? Is it the same as with games? You start technical launch, then soft launch, and then proper, or is it a little bit different?
yeah. So we work with ads, but we also work with SaaS and e-commerce clients as well. So who can have just web applications and that's all, and just simple websites. But usually when we start working, the first thing we need to do is an audit.
What is in your audit? Like, is it like just a search optimization audit of keywords, meta tags?
No, so for example, for Google Ads, we have a tool that scans. So imagine you have 20 accounts. Well, most people have, or most companies have just one account. But imagine you have 20 accounts. But there are some who have. So we can scan all those 20 accounts like automatically, find all the issues, the errors, like grammar mistakes and everything. And once that scan is done, we can know how to improve the budget, what kind of problems they have, how active they're changing their settings. Is that the current specialist doing changes every day or never? So we know everything, and we can then do a presentation and show, like, based on data and exact numbers and exact settings, what's missing. And so one common mistake we usually see is that everyone is showing ads in games. So, for example, you are selling, I don't know, some manly stuff. I don't know, like, let's imagine like cowboy hats, not for kids, and your ads are being shown in games designed for for kids. So maybe that's not.
How you can measure that? Like, how you monitor that? Is there some specific tools for that?
Yeah, there are specific placements that we know that are for kids specifically, and also we can see that you have category gaming not excluded.
I have not used extensively these tools, but I have seen in some large marketing agencies they use SEMrush and SimilarWeb. Well, like, are they still relevant today? Like, I mean, like, as far as I understand, these tools are also the way how to estimate something. So they buy traffic from ISP, right, internet service providers, and then if you, like, let's say, type some brand, website or link, you see approximately what kind of traffic you're getting, what time, and so on, right? Is it something that is still worth to do nowadays?
Yeah, so SEMrush, Ahrefs or other tools are used for SEO optimization, and you, like, checking your market share compared to competitors, getting ideas for the backlinks, technical errors on the website. But the tool that I mentioned that we're using and customized for is specifically for Google Ads.
Okay. But like, so if you're going to the tools, and this is AI-centric podcast, like, have you found anything useful in this area with off-the-shelf tools, like with AI? What would you recommend somebody to to use if they want to do it yourself?
So you just asked me about my email replies. So we're using one tool that automatically replies to our customers.
That's how you achieve 30 minutes?
Even faster. But so basically, it knows my voice, my tone, and it also responds in Lithuanian. So it will also respond in Latvian.
Is it in voice? Yeah.
No, it's in text. So if someone sends me an email, it automatically categorizes it and automatically drafts a message, and I just need to click send.
Yeah,
send.
I think in our enterprises we also have a solution for similar with that, but on mass scale, there's also challenges if you try to apply this in the scale situation. But that's a great optimization for your personal workflows, but
Yeah.
specifically for like the targeting and marketing campaigns. Is there something that is useful in the terms of AI?
Yeah, there are. So for example, when we're talking about gaming, so one that's really interesting is we analyzed a lot of moving pieces in our creatives, so in video creatives, and we checked like the performance when the main game character is looking on the left compared to like we're looking straight, and when the main character was looking straight, the conversion rates were 20% higher compared to like looking on the left. So like those analysis based on the character positions and
so you get, let's say, CSV file with all of the data, and then you just dump it in ChatGPT and ask to do an analysis, or
this was a tool that we
your own tool?
No, that's not ours.
Digital marketing agencies, I have heard recently that they're trying to do these digital twins, like configure some kind of chat interface or multimodal interface or specific client profile, and then launch creatives and material copyrights and check if that works or not before launching. What do you think of that?
So like making a
digital twin
test
of
environments
your
as well?
Customer, like.
Well, we have our own SaaS that's currently MVP stage, and it also has all the information about the client, like their tone of voice, their website information, their creatives, and other good stuff. And we can just pick one or other client, and then it shifts. And it analyzes creatives. It creates creatives. I mean, like static.
Specialized for that audience, yeah.
Yeah, static and also text. It can also analyze the client's website. So as I mentioned, like in the example where it analyzes character interaction, it also analyzes the website and suggests user interface and user experience adjustments, and based on priority and potential impact.
Oh, what's the name of the app?
Getchase.ai.
Okay, Getchase.ai. But does it have also this digital twin component, or have you experimented with it?
So it's not like it's not doing like fake environments and fake testing. So it's more like there's a data set and a prompt, and it just tries to create the best thing for that specific client.
Maybe you have seen that with ChatGPT search, Gemini search, and so on, it's getting more difficult to kind of get your content across. Is it dead at all, or is there some path?
Yeah, I recently had a very successful LinkedIn post which is now being copied and shown everywhere. The reach was it's almost 200K.
Oh, nice! That's a good reach.
Yes. So it was about SEO and AI, and is SEO dead? So there was lots of different comments and reposts. And I've said that SEO is not dead. It will never be dead. But that's more like a broader perspective in terms of you're always thinking, searching. So there's voice search. There's if we're using glasses, you'll be still searching for something. If you have neural link chip, you will also be prompting and searching in your head. So there's always be some kind of a search engine that will try to give you an answer. And my idea was that you need also brand awareness. So the bigger a brand, the more content is about your brand. So someone is discussing about you on Reddit, There's different places where you're appearing, in magazines, on YouTube, and everywhere. So the bigger the brand, the more content there is surrounding
Yeah, sure.
you.
If the more there's content about specific target, then it's more likely to appear in these RAG systems, the retrieval augmented generated.
Yes. So one example I saw recently. So we recently got a lead, and they called me directly, and I asked them, how did you figure out about us? Well, I talked with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT said that you're working with this specific clients. So those who are like in IT security.
Did you optimize so that such a GPT?
No, I just had a logo with that client's name.
Okay, but
So basically, it scanned the logo, and also it was.
Oh, seriously, it was not even in the text; it was just logo.
It was the logo, and also I've listed it. Well, my team has listed it in one listing page. I think it was Clutch, so it cross-referenced in those both places, and decided that we are a good agency for IT services.
I heard somewhere that to optimize for ChatGPT, one kind of cheap way is to optimize for Bing, because most likely OpenAI is using the Bing inputs. Any thoughts on that?
I would say you just have to be everywhere. So you have to have all your Google Maps, Apple Maps, all the listings. You have to be, if you're B2B, you have to be, on Clutch, on
Clutch? What is Clutch?
it's just for B2B services.
Okay, good. I will write down.
Yeah, and so like all the review sites everywhere basically, and it's checking all the references, all the backlinks, everything, and also the brand awareness as well. So the more your brand is mentioned, the easier for the
Can you like usually typically it's like the sneaky hacker way that you can search optimize for Google whatever, but is there any hacks here that you can use like to artificially boost your kind of awareness, or is like hard work and lots of budget?
It's still the traditional SEO, like on-page SEO, off-page SEO with backlinks and good content, but I think the next stage is branding, and the more your brand is aware, the more people know your brand name. The same will apply for AIs.
Okay, cool. So let's move quickly a little bit about the mobile games and apps itself. I printed out some chart. Basically, this was like just the keywords of the App Store the top 100, and the only keyword which is still open, just a keyword, not a brand name, is VPN. So is it that only like VPN apps have a shot, or is there any other way how you would introduce something new in the market?
So it makes sense. So that's why I was talking about brand, and that's important. And we see it. So we have some clients who are like, so they're even traditional businesses. So like fast loans or whatever, personal loans. They have some clients have more search volume for their brand name. It's bigger than the whole category. So like in this specific example.
Yeah.
So that's the main goal. So you want to be at the top, and you want to dominate the category.
Yeah, but to get there, like is there only budget, right, or there's something else?
It's budget or virality. So
All right, that Joker card to somehow pull out the viral stuff. If I decide to do some marketing for my products, what are some of the common mistakes?
So the most common mistakes is the math. It's kind of scary, but most companies who are making even millions or tens of millions per year or even more, they are bad at math.
Do they just don't calculate? Do they think it's too difficult?
They don't have someone who would say how to do marketing math.
What is the marketing math?
To put it in simple terms, you buy ice cream for $1 and you sell someone for $2. And that's profit. You made $1 of profit, and most look at the marketing as an expense, but actually it's printing money. So if you do the math correctly and it all works out, you're just printing money. So your goal is to have unlimited budgets, as you're printing money.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think companies are probably a little bit afraid how much money they will need to put aside until they get to that stage, right?
So it really depends on the vertical. So for e-commerce, fast products, cheap products, those who are below like 100, it's very easy because you can spend 1,000 or even more, and you will see the traction, and you will see if your people are adding to the cart, you know how they're engaging, and if they're actually moving towards close to your goal of your return. So you all just need to calculate your margin,
Lifetime value also.
yeah, the lifetime value, and put the money to the test, and you will see the results. Bad or good, it all depends on the creative as well, on your landing page, on your offer, on the product itself. But basically, it's quite quick if your product is below 100. If it's B2B, you also usually have existing clients. So you know your LTV.
Yep.
Is it 500K? Is it a million or whatever?
Sure.
And you also know how long it takes for them to
Convert, yeah.
convert, and also how long it takes them to reach that LTV. Is it and based on that, you also know your margins as well. So you just talk with your team and your finance team, and you just check what window you are able to wait. Is it like 3 months, 6 months? How much money you can invest to get the same client? So if it's you're making 5K per month from that client, multiply that by 6, and you know.
There is a problem. I understand, like as you said, the cheaper products, everything apps. Start talking about enterprises or larger B2B deals.
Right.
It's not about only the marketing. So you have additional steps, additional requirements to integrations, sales teams, sales process.
Yeah.
So it's not that easy to do this calculation. But I agree that we should do some calculation.
Yeah. So some companies, they start with 5K, 10K, 20K budget when the client LTV is 1 million. And then they think they have not achieving results, but actually they might, to get one client, they should spend 10K as an example. And,
That's a good example.
and their budget is 5K. So it doesn't work out because you're not as competitive in the market, and it's just math. So that's why math is the most important thing, and that's why when we start working with clients, we first ask those questions and try to solve how much they can pay for a new user, for a new client, and then we can decide on the budget based on their goals.
Yeah, as my question initially, by my own products, which are more towards the enterprise, what would be the proper way to use the marketing to access? Probably, I would like to generate some inbound, right, from the enterprise, or is there some other way how you would use it?
Yeah, so there's a chicken and egg problem. So everyone's inbound, but imagine you're starting fresh and no one knows about you, or you're going to a new market. So you're popular in Latvia or the Baltics, but no one knows about you in Sweden. Exactly. So how to build presence in brand awareness, and even if you're doing cold outreach, no one cares because no one knows you. Or they kind of care if you're the only option available in the whole world, so they will choose you. But if there's like plenty of options, why should they choose you if there's like a Swedish company doing the same thing that you're doing, and you're more expensive, or even you're cheaper, but they don't care. So that's why my marketing agency is focusing not only on performance marketing, that we were covering like all the data, all the tracking, all the measurement, and all those kind of things, but we're also doing brand awareness to build. To reach as many people as possible, as often as possible, at the most cost-effective way.
I heard this old saying that you need to hear about some product, hear about the product like 10 times or whatever, and before there's a chance of any kind of sales interaction, right? Is it that direction for the enterprise?
Yeah. So usually, if we go to the data for B2C products, based on thousands of studies and thousands of companies' research, for B2C, 60% of budget should go to brand awareness.
Wow.
For B2B, it's about 50-50.
And where's the other part for the B2B?
For performance marketing, so like sales activation. So there's two different marketing. So one, buy now, register now, sign up now, wherever. So those like clear call to actions, and you're like trying to reach those people who are in the moment. So like 5% of the market who actually are willing to buy now, and 95% of people who don't give a yeah. So brand awareness is for those 95% who are not currently in the market, and you're just warming up them to become your potential clients.
And is it work also with larger enterprises?
Exactly.
So you've seen it, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool, I like it. We talked about ASYA.AI, right? So that's another AI tool to automate some part of it, and plus in combination with your data-driven consultancy, it should work. So towards the end, let's do some fun questions. At least, hopefully, they're fun.
Yeah, let's hope so.
We'll see. Describe your marketing style in one emoji or meme.
The guy with money and a rainbow.
Why do you choose quality product with little budget or bad product with big marketing budget?
How big?
That's a good. So very big.
The one with the big budget.
Budgets is gone. What is the plan B?
Post TikTok, to do YouTube shorts. If it's B2B, do LinkedIn content, and yeah, just be everywhere organically.
Is there any viral hack you still trust?
TikTok.
Most overrated KPI used today?
Cost per install.
Most favorite metric from all of your data?
LTV to CAC.
Has AI stolen your job?
Not yet.
Not yet. But that's why you're building a platform.
Yeah.
NPCs and influencers, are they the same thing?
Not yet, but they will be.
Great talking to you. Where people can find you?
On LinkedIn, so my name and my last name. And yeah.
Thanks for watching. As a gratitude for our work, you know what to do. And see you in the next one.